Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again. Still sick, but hey, still doing these videos and still working. So, training camp next week. Every day we're edging closer and closer to football. And I'm still excited to see what this team can do, what these players are going to be about, and who's going to make the team ultimately. Because we're going to be surprised regardless. I just love to see right now how many haters and how many doubters that this team has right now. I mean, it's just phenomenal just to see that these people out here that are quote unquote commentators and NFL analysts and other vloggers, and they're just talking about, I've heard people say the Cowboys are going 7-9, and I'm like, I believe we could go 7-9 in our sleep for real, to be honest with you, with the talent that we have right now. But again, we'll see. But to lowball us at 7-9, because normally when the haters out there and the doubters always say the Cowboys ain't gonna do nothing, that's when they have a really good winning season. Now, granted, we still haven't gotten to that Super Bowl in 23 years, but hopefully we'll get there. Soon, that is. We all know the players that we lost. We talked about it. I don't have to reiterate those again. But what I will say is, and what I have been doing on these videos in the past couple of weeks leading up until now, it's all speculation on what new players can do and what players that had potential on this team could potentially do and hopefully still be on this team after next year. Now, Rico Gathers is interesting to me because he's slated to be the odd man out. If you look at the depth chart, he's last on there. He's even behind Dalton Schultz, our draft pick. Now, that's to be said because Dalton Schultz ain't going nowhere because he's a draft pick. Now, we got Dalton Schultz. We got Jeff Swain, Blake Jarwin, and Rico Gathers. Now, we have some other guys that are undrafted and people trying for the team, but I'm not putting them into the factor because I don't think they're going to make the team anyway, unless they do something, unless a miracle happens. But those four is what I'm talking right now, and I don't think the team is going to keep 4 tight ends. I think they're going to go with 3, and whoever else is just going to be on the practice squad. Now, Rico Gathers is now going to his 3rd season with the Cowboys. Granted, his road to the NFL was unlike any because he was the basketball star at Baylor that decided to switch and play football. I still don't understand why he made the switch. I don't know why he didn't just stay with basketball. He could have played in the NBA. I don't know. Maybe he thought that he had a better future with football. But the Cowboys made a chance on him, and here he is. Now, he has an uphill battle, too, because the biggest knock on Rico Gathers is his blocking ability. Now, blocking in basketball is way different than doing it in football. So it's a way of doing it that's different. And Rico even said himself, hey, I don't think that I was a terrible blocker. I just did it differently than the Cowboys want me to do, which makes sense because you're playing 2 different sports, and the blocking is way different in 2 different sports. I know because I was a two-way player too, basketball and football. Now that Witten is gone, it's time for him to step up. When Jason Witten, he said himself, when Jason Witten decided to retire, it was a light bulb that went on in his head. And this is, quote, what he said. A light bulb went on in his head saying, hey, it's time for me to step up. It's time for me to show this team that I belong here and that I could be a starting tight end for this team. So what did Rico Gathers do? He decides to go work out, and he's working with David Robinson, which is a wide receiver skills route guru. And he's working on his routes, he's working on his breaks, he's working on improvising, like how Terrence Williams is good at. Basically, when you get to the top of your route, you dip, and you figure out how to move around to get the quarterback to notice that you're wide open. Again, uphill battle for him. I hope that he proves to this team that he can be on this team, because I actually like Rico Gathers. I think that with his size, what is he, like 6'5", long wingspan. I mean, we know that he could catch the ball, but you got to be more of a pass catcher at the tight end position, especially with this team, because we need all the blocking that we need to help out Ezekiel Elliott and any gadget player that we're running in a bootleg or RPO. Now, Rico is 24 years old. I love how he's being serious right now about training and getting himself better and just working on his breaks and stuff like that, because that's important. Because if you're not working, you're not getting better, and if you're not practicing, you're not getting better. So that's just the focus with that. Understanding, like I said, as far as the blocking, just for him understanding how to do it the Cowboy way and how to do it the football way. That's the biggest thing with him. You know, being on this team and actually making this roster. If he can show this team that he can be a legitimate blocker, then and only then I think that he has a good shot to make this team. Now, I would be shocked to see some of those things in training camp because it's been such a short time. And for you to not have played football since middle school, that's I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not easy. Especially if you play sports, it's hard to transition from one to another, especially when you're playing one most of your life. And like I said, even with him being on his team now, going in his third season, it still takes time, because the pros is not like college. The pros is definitely not like high school and middle school. So the pros are the pros. I mean, you're playing with the elite, the best of the best. That's why everybody don't get drafted. That's why everybody doesn't make it in the NFL, because you just don't. So I just look at it like that. Like I hope to see that he gets it together and he comes to practice and he's ready to work, because I'm telling you, this training camp is going to be, in my opinion, probably one of the best ones, because everybody is battling. Nobody's roster position is safe. Everybody is battling and jockeying for position. So the Cowboys basically, sorry, y'all. The Cowboys definitely put it out there and said, hey, you come to work, you come to play, or you ain't going to be on this team. So they got to ball out. You got to put up or shut up. So we'll see what happens. In all positions, I'll be watching every single thing from home, because I won't be able to go to training camp, because I'm doing something big for my birthday, so I'm going to be here. All of my constituents, my guys, they're going to be at training camp, so hopefully I could get maybe Skype in with them and seeing what they're doing out there, but they're going to have all the fun without me, but it's all good. I'm going to be here still reporting from home, and that's it. So with that being said, it's your boy E2 Blue. Like, share, comment. Appreciate all my subscribers. Your boy always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.